As you can see from the screen, this is our GenZDealZ Credit scoring MVP. Our aim is to give credit every Gen Z who doesn't have any credit history. It's a consent first scoring MVP product we're launching, and the idea is to launch it along with Visa and Yes Bank by quarter 126 as a co-branded credit card. So our score will help the bank decide on launching or like activating credit card for the Gen Z. The problem statement, like I said, in India and globally, uh, young adults and Gen Z don't have easy access to credit or credit cards. India has 100 million plus kids who don't have access to credit. Globally, it's more than 300 million plus, which we want to expand in the next 5 years. We are reimagining the entire credit score because we are adding the power of transaction and current data points to the age-old way the bank does a KYC, adding real value and helping every student here get credit. So you basically have access to more than a million students for now. If I just add the tuition repayment for these million kids, say hypothetically 5 transactions a year, I have a rich data of around 50 million transactions basis the student tuition repayment. So that's one demographic data. Similarly, their attendance, their courses, the NIRF ranking for more than 900 campuses helps us build a persona. Added to that, since we run GenZDealZ.ai, we have access to more than 50 brand partnerships. So 100,000 odd student with millions of transaction history does a historical data persona matching. So one is the demographic data of student and the kind of activity and institute or campus they go to, and their academic records. Second is their shopping historical data, which is technically a secret sauce, and we do a persona matching between both of these, come up with ranking for a student fully ethically, and we build a dashboard. Added to this, we have the social media signals, the education credibility, which I already said, the digital footprint and consistency, which gives you a psychometric profile, basis the pattern of the student and the actual data points, which gives you a score, which shows the risks. We're also building an agentic AI, which will add the familial network. So their guardians, their siblings, data points will be accessed, if not directly, indirectly. And ultimate aim is to build an agentic AI, and the model keeps on improving basis the kind of credit score and actual credit being given and consumed by students. So this model will be self-iterative and learning, and that's where the agentic part will kick in. Right. So if I run a demo on what we spoke, right now I have a mock demo where we connect multiple data points. So either we web scrape all of this or we connect it physically. Like here I am connecting it physically. Say GitHub, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, so on and so forth. Right. So which gives rich data points on understanding the behavior of a student online. Along with that, there are institute data points, like I said, and the historical online consumption of e-com and other consumption patterns added in builds a very, very unique and first of its kind credit profile score. In India, we have the concept of DigiLocker, which we can connect. There are ready API available by the government, which gives access to all the critical data, right from KYC to PAN card to the data points in terms of their historical data of school, high school, education qualification, their degrees, their certificates, so on and so forth, and the entire KYC and hyperlocal data, their actual location, their sibling data. So we'll have access to a lot of data points. Some will web scrape, some will connect online, and some the ML will build and do a persona mapping. And when you do the evaluation for all of these actual data points, you get a score which is realistic and genuine based on their tuition, based on their college NIRF ranking, based on their attendance, based on the course they have done, based on their fee repayment, and social and e-com and historical online data. So all three buckets we're covering and giving you actual data, uh, right from GitHub to LinkedIn to Instagram, and the other data points, including education and their uh, stay, their sibling data points. All of this combined together will give a engineered signal and proper data and a score, which the bank can then map with the KYC or do a verification basis their compliance, documentation, and eventually give a secure credit card. But building on this with our score, we want to keep on building more and more credit for the student and eventually help the underserved Gen Z get access to credit. That's the long and short of it. Thank you.